Or the Honourable Member for Douglas South, Christian.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So I stand before you to address this matter of paramount importance that I hope warrants all our voices today. Mr. Speaker, prior to this debate, I sought a meeting with the Chief Minister where I outlined my concerns, of which I advised him would be the basis of my speech today. I want to acknowledge my huge respect for the Chief Minister and the job which few would want. I also would like to acknowledge that no decision is alone the Chief Minister's. It is that of the Council of Ministers, and by extent this House and in the other place. I have done my duty to partake and bring forward debate. I have done my duty and brought forward motions to the House to shape policy. Some have been supported and some have not. Could I have done more? Yes. Could the Chief Minister have done more? Yes. Honourable members, there is no magical unicorn sat in this chamber. Some of us, if we resit and are lucky enough to be elected, will face this same issue in 2 years' time. Who will become our next Chief Minister? Mr. Speaker, this motion does present an opportunity. I realise that this is a debate and that the Chief Minister does not need to even speak today, nor does he have to respond to any of our points that members perhaps raise. And so today I take the opportunity to talk about policy and the direction I hope we will take in the next 2 years. Mr. Speaker, I have 9 critical points that I urge the Chief Minister to consider as we navigate the future of our community. And I seek his reassurance from him that he is committed to these ideals. First, will he champion a policy that does not unjustly target our pensioners in the upcoming February budget, splitting the triple lock and thereby instituting a 2-tiered system would be an unjust far worse than the recent decisions made by Labour government in the UK. Second, will he commit to eliminating the proposed 10% tax increase, or worse, not exacerbate the financial burden on low to middle income earners? We must protect those who are already struggling to make ends meet. Third, will he fiercely advocate for the development of more social housing and implement tangible initiatives to tackle the housing crisis? This effort must begin with a clear definition of what constitutes an affordable home. Fourth, will he prioritise reducing dental waiting lists and increase the number of GPs on our island? The health of our residents should be a top priority, and we need just simple actions like these to ensure access to our healthcare. Fifth, will he take decisive steps to improve our island's connectivity and transportation reliability? It is essential to acknowledge that there is a problem. I highlighted earlier this year how over 100,000 people have suffered due to delays and cancellations in the first half of this year, something which was overlooked at the government conference. Sixth, will he initiate emergency measures to craft a genuine plan for cost efficiencies within our government? The vague target of £10 million in savings will not suffice to balance the fiscal ledger realistically. Seventh, restoring public trust is vital. I need to see sincere commitment to serving the Manx community. The Chief Minister's recent comments in the press about fiscal challenges facing our healthcare system point to a looming crisis. It is imperative that we are transparent about the potential depletion of our reserves. How serious is this threat, Chief Minister? And when might we face a total depletion? Eighth, will he urge his Treasury Minister to address the flawed budget process? It is broken, Mr. Speaker. The old use it or lose it mentality must be discarded. We need capital expenditures that are prioritised and strategically planned, providing clarity on how taxpayers' money will be allocated moving forward. And finally, will he actively identify and communicate the funding gaps across our island's strategic plan, Island Plan? Honesty with the public about what we can realistically afford is essential for fostering trust. Honourable members, I also thank my constituents who have reached out to me over the past week. But one glaringly theme that has emerged from my discussions with my constituents is the public feels a profound disconnection from the decisions being made, the policies being enacted, and the overall direction of this government. The Manx public are calling for an all-island vote for the Chief Minister, an initiative that we must take seriously for future elections. It is vital to come together as a government and as a parliament and truly listen to the people that we represent. This responsibility transcends party lines and titles. Whether as a minister or as a backbencher, we are here to serve the public interest, and it is high time that we listen to their voices and speak to them honestly about the truths we face as a community. Mr. Speaker, I also agree with Dr. Hayward. Backbenchers have no choice but to support the Chief Minister today, following so far, I think it's 2 ministers, indicating they will resign, and from all accounts, don't want to be part of the next what comes next. Could there be more? I will wait to hear. But this makes me feel incredibly uncomfortable, Mr. Speaker. I have never witnessed politics like this, but I have to say this does indicate that the Chief Minister does have the full support of his ministers. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I hope the Chief Minister addresses these pressing concerns today. His willingness to engage with the challenges we face demonstrate accountability and outline a clear action plan will speak volumes about his commitment to serving our community. The expectations of people are high, and they deserve a leader who is not only responsive but also transparent and proactive in tackling the issues that affect our daily lives. I urge him to rise to this occasion and show us that he is the leader that we need, one who is prepared to face these challenges head on for the benefit of all. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.